Hey everybody, Jeff Schneider here, and in today's video I'm going to start a new series called How to Solo Over X, or How to Solo Over Insert Song Here. Today's song that we're going to learn how to solo over is Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder. It's a great tune, really cool chords in it, and we're going to approach it in a pretty basic manner. We're going to start with two scales, the E major pentatonic scale and then the C sharp harmonic minor scale. And we're going to learn how to use these two scales to improvise over this chord progression. Let's first listen to the A section and talk through the chords. So we're in the key of E major, but we're starting on C sharp minor. This is the 6th chord. The 2 dominant, F sharp 7. This is B sus, the 5, followed by 1, E major. C sharp minor 7, F sharp 7, B sus, E major. So that B sus, by the way, you could call that A over B. You could call that B sus, B7 sus. There are variations, but essentially it's a 5 chord. So we have 6, 2 dominant, 5, followed by 1, which is E major. So the first scale, as I mentioned, is E major pentatonic. That's going to be E, F sharp, G sharp, B, and C sharp, or 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, coming from the E major scale. Okay, let's hear what it sounds like when I improvise using just those 5 notes. It's a pentatonic scale. So here we go. Okay, you can create really nice, groovy, funky, simple melodies with just the E major pentatonic scale. So what I would recommend is, even though we're thinking about a lot of theory here, let your ear drive the ship. You want to be singing melodies in your head using this scale and then just playing the melodies that you hear in your head on the instrument. So if I were to sing as I played, it would sound like this. All right, you get the idea? Now, there are a couple of inflections we can add to this scale to make it even more funky, and one of those is by adding a grace note from the flat 3 or G natural down to the 2, to the F sharp. It sounds like this. It's not really breaking outside of the pentatonic scale, but it is adding that little extra color, that flourish that can give it some real funk. So you can get this kind of thing instead of, you can get this. I like to do it going down from the G to the F sharp, but you can play with it however you like. This is essentially a blue note. It's the flat 3 incorporated into a major context. All right, we're going to talk now about the B section. The B section has a little bit more complexity to it. We have some more non-diatonic chords. Specifically, we have that 5 of 6, that chord being G sharp 7, 6 being C sharp minor, so the 5 chord of that C sharp minor is a G sharp 7. Now what we're going to do to that, we really want to accentuate the change there in scale, so we're going to play a C sharp harmonic minor scale, and that sounds like this. Now when I play it up and down like that, it sounds kind of exotic. It doesn't sound that hip or anything, but when you use it in the right way, you can get some great lines out of that scale that accentuate the harmony that happens. So I'm going to start improvising right on the bridge, and I'm going to use a combination of the E major pentatonic scale and the C sharp harmonic minor scale. You're going to hear when I switch scales because I'm going to get a really different sound out of that C sharp harmonic minor scale. Check this out. All right, so did you hear that other sound, this thing? I like going down the scale, but you can use it however you want. In that case, I started on the A, and I went down to the G sharp. Think of this in the context of a G sharp 7 chord. So I'm starting on A, but that's the flat 9 of a G sharp 7. We have the flat 9, the 1, the root. That's the flat 7. This is the flat 13. There's the 5, the 4, and then the 3, followed by the flat 9 again, resolving down to, well, this is the 5 of C sharp minor. I'll do another example. Again, this is just E pentatonic with that C sharp harmonic minor scale thrown in there just in the right place. By the way, that lick that I played at the end, that's from the original melody of the song. And that's just the E major pentatonic scale again, starting on the 5. So, going back to the improvised section, that was my use of the C sharp harmonic minor scale. One other thing you can add in once you feel comfortable at this stage is you can start playing around with the 4th scale degree. That's not in the E major pentatonic scale, but you can get some good sounds there, this kind of thing. Another thing you can start to play around with, and actually before I tell you this, I do want to say that I'm doing a live masterclass on improvisation on Tuesday this week at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's New York time at 7:30. If you want to join, if you want to watch that, it's free. You can click the link above and register, and you'll get the joining link and all the details in an email. Anyway, the last thing I wanted to say about how to take this solo to the next level is by playing the F sharp 7 scale, not scale, but that F sharp 7 chord a little bit more, calling it out more specifically. So the key note that we want to accentuate is the A sharp. That's the 3rd of F sharp 7. So if we play the chord, the arpeggio, those 4 notes are all covered in the E pentatonic, except for the A sharp, right? The F sharp is in the E major pentatonic, the C sharp is in the E major pentatonic, and of course the E is, but A sharp is not. So this is where things can get a little tricky, because when you start going to non-diatonic notes, meaning notes that don't exist within the original key, it can be easy to have it sound awkward. But if you feel comfortable with everything we've talked about so far, and you want to up the ante a little bit, start playing around with that A sharp. And you'll want to land on it, obviously, when that F sharp 7 chord hits. So I'll try to work that into this next improvisation, and we'll go from there. I tried to use a little bit of everything we just talked about. The E major pentatonic, using that flat 5 or the flat 3 there as a blue note, using the 4 occasionally, and then of course that A sharp, which is the 3rd of F sharp 7. And then on the bridge, I made use of that harmonic minor scale, the C sharp harmonic minor scale. So that gives you a couple ideas of how to approach improvising over Isn't She Lovely? Again, if you want to attend my live masterclass on improvising, it's called Big Wins for Better Improv. Really recommend you joining. It's free. Would love to have you there. And yeah, oh, by the way, if you want to improvise along with this backing track that I've been playing with, you can that's available on my website to download for free again. So that's it. I'm going to leave you guys with that. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that as well. And if you want to make any requests for future songs that I teach you how to solo on, leave them in the comments section. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.